Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk, independent stamping up demonstrator in the UK, and I'm here today with a little simple gift bag. Now, I was inspired by a swap I received from a teammate, Andrea, and she's Andy Crafts on Facebook, and she also on Instagram, occasionally does a video, and she made these cute little bags for, I can't remember if it was on stage or a team retreat, and I've kept it a while, and I just love it, and I kept meaning to make it, and now I have. So I've added a little flower there with it, but dead cute and dead simple. And the DSP I'm using is the Flowers for Every Season, and these are really lovely papers, and they use the new in colour. Not sure which way that one is. I don't think it actually has an up or a down. So that's the other side of it. Quite like that. I think that one's could be Christmas. This one definitely for Christmas, with the poinsettias. Really like that. This I think is probably my favourite sheet. So it's this on the other side. I just love that colour, it's just gorgeous. And that's the other side of, no it's not, that's the other side of that one. So yes, these lovely sunflowers, and then we've got this lovely blue. Now I had to think about, because it doubles over, that one I wouldn't make it out of this one because it's the wrong colour on the other side. I'm going to make it out of this sheet, which is sort of a plainer on the other side, which does work best. I also wanted something with a smaller pattern. This one, again, I didn't particularly think that that one folded over would work well. This is the one that I used for this, and although it's a really small floral pattern, so I think it kind of worked, and I love the stripes on the other side. This would have worked well, I think, but I wasn't sure if the flowers were too big. I felt this one you could have got away with, because that's when it's folded over such a small amount, it would have worked. And the yellow, picking up the yellow rose. This one I just felt that that wouldn't work because of that one being yellow. This one would work beautifully, I think, as well, with the yellow and those sunflowers. And this one's got cinnamon cider on the other side, which might have made a nice contrast. I wasn't sure if I would do it in this project, but beautiful papers for whatever project you choose to do with them. And I think I might be remaking my little 6x6 album, but zhuzh it up a bit. So let's get on and get it done. So you can make 2 of these out of a 6x6 sheet, because you need a 2.5 strip by 5 3/4, and then you get off the end of it, it's not that one, could be that one, I can't remember, that one, that was the end cut off. So this is a 1/4 inch by 2.5, which is just right for the handle, and then you need to take it off the other strip that you have left over for the second handle, and you've still got enough to make another bag, and you'll have a little bit left over as well. So let's get my scoreboard in this, and on the short side you're going to score at, now let's do the long side first, and then we'll get into the short side. So we're going to score at 2 inches by 2 3/4, and then 4 3/4. Had to really sort of struggle then. And then we're going to score at 5.5. So the bag is 3/4 inch deep and 2 inches wide. And then flip it round so that these stems are if these stems are at the bottom, if you've got a directional pattern, which I have got, then this is where we're going to score our 3/4. So that's the bit that's going underneath the bag. And then the bit that's turning over, we need to turn our piece of paper over to the wrong side, and we're going to score at 2 1/4 and then that gives us our little lip that's going to get folded over. So I'm going to fold that bit over first and burnish it so that I then can fold all the other bits with that folded. And I think I chose really well with this one. I think that green turnover at the top is going to look lovely. Perfect swaps, because as I say, you get 2 from a piece of 6 by 6, so that means you'd get 8 from a piece of 12 by 12, so you'd get lots and lots of swaps for your money. These handles, we want the green side out, and we're just going to give them a bit of a curl with the bone folder. I think it looks nice with the plain pattern. Okay, now we just need a bit of snipping. So you've got a little rectangle there. We're going to snip out by doing a little notch up to the intersection and then take it off there, and we'll get that out of the way. Normally I'd notch the top, but I'm not going to do it with this because with it being folded over. And then we're going to cut up all of these straight scored lines here, and then we're going to notch in all the little squares that are little tabs. There we go, and that's that. And then I'm going to bring in my Tombow. So we're going to put Tombow down that little bit there. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to glue this. You could probably leave it unglued, but I am just going to glue it down. I haven't put masses amount of glue on there, but because Tombow's really is quite strong, just put enough down there to hold it down. Just think it will look a little bit neater doing that. And then we bring that over to meet, hold it down, and then that's the back, so this bit wants to fold over, so I'm going to push it down for now. I'm going to put that in, I like to have my flaps sandwiched so you can't see them. Just thinks it looks a bit neater on the inside, and then we'll just put some glue around this flap to hold them all in there together. And then because you can kind of see down there, you can see, I hope, that looks all neat inside there because I've sandwiched the flaps. Okay, and then we just need to stick these on to here and kind of go in about 1/2 inch on each side is sort of roughly what I'm looking at. I'm not actually measuring, I'm just sort of eyeballing. Little blob, and then that sticks down straight edge to the base of that turn up, and on the other side, and just hold it in place. Probably put a little bit more glue than I need. Can do it with glue dots. Thought about that afterwards. Got a bit of wigglage there. like so, and then you can kind of eyeball on the other side to make them even. Like so. Stick that down, hold it for a sec, and then put that one on. Oh, and then it pulls off. Because you're twisting the paper, it hasn't succumbed to me being the boss yet. There we go. I am the boss of the paper. There we go. So that's that. And then I just thought it needed a bit of a little finishing touch. So I decided to get the lovely confetti flower border punch, and going to cut out a couple of flowers, the bigger one. So we get one there, move it round there. Great way of making use of bits of scrap. One out there, and then get another one there. You could cut a strip and feed it in. So got 4 of them. Get rid of this lot. And then I'm just going to bring in my little bit of foam. These are the inners from the acrylic pad holder. Just realised that one's not quite a full flower, so that's a reject. So I'll have that one. I want that one. There we go. Give them a little bit of a... So I could have gone with just jade, but want a colour to pop out, and there's a lot of pink, the Magenta Madness in this, which is why I've decided to go for that. And we'll just do blob, Tombow on each of these. Again, you could use a glue dot. Stick them on there. Oh, the irony of it sticking somewhere else. There we go. Just going to get my little paper piercer. And then do the same on the other side. And then I'm just adding a little bit of bling to finish it off. You could use, we do have enamel dots, you could add one of those, but I'm going to add a rhinestone because I just think bit of sparkle, nice for your little handbags. So, and these fit nicely, these little ones fit nicely inside these little flowers. And so these would be lovely little tabletop, oh, that was a nice little tabletop gifts, nice little favours for baby showers. hen parties, weddings even, depending on the paper that you use. And then you could just fit a chocolate or a goodie of some description in there, and you've got yourself a couple of cute little handbags. Hope you like that. Quick and simple. Took me inspiration and just add a little bit of extra something. You could add some other flowers or something to the front of the bag if you wanted to as well. Small bloom punch would probably work really quite nicely on there as well. Okay, all the details will be on my blog, nigezza.co.uk. Be linked to the actual blog post down below, as well as a link to my shop if you wish to buy any of these products, or indeed anything else. And don't forget, we're in the middle of bonus days, so spend now, save later. So every £45 you save, you get a £4.50 voucher to spend next month, and that's when the new catalogue is being launched. So if you'd like a copy of the new autumn winter mini catalogue with all the Christmas goodies in it, Halloween, and just new autumn products, then do fill out my request form on my blog, or just drop me a line and I'll be happy to send you one. Okay, bye for now.